Hello everyone, it's Jasmine and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to play with the Gerda Steiner Designs Valentine Penguins again. And we're going to do a pattern paper, a homemade pattern paper type of card. So we're going to start out with the Valentine Penguins using our Misty, some Canson XL watercolor paper, Versamark, and then the embossing powder we're using is Brutus Monroe Icicle, which is clear. And we're going to kind of randomly stamp our little penguins and the little hearts that are in the stamp set as well, randomly over the watercolor paper. We're not going for a pattern necessarily. You could do that if you wanted to. We're just going to do a little bit of random stamping. So when you're doing this, to make it look best, you want to change the direction and change the position of your penguins as you go so that it looks more random. So I've taped this down to, this is just a cutting pad, and we're going to go in with some pinky tones from a Ganzai Tambi 36 color palette. You can use any watercolors. If all you have is your kids' Crayola, go for it. This is just supposed to be something fun and loose, and we're going to do an ombre effect with the color concentrated towards the top left corner, and then it's going to fade down to a lighter pink in the bottom right corner. And I've also got a Fine Tech palette there that are, I don't know what you'd call it, pearl toned colors, kind of mother of pearl effects to them. They're not real strong in color themselves, so they're nice to use over the top of other colors. And I've got my first layer down, and then I'm going to take my heat gun and heat set that. It doesn't take long, maybe 30 seconds to a minute. And then I'm going to get it wet again, and I'm going to add another layer of color. And the second layer of color I added a little stronger. You could do multiple colors with this. You can do a single color. When you fade it out, you kind of get more shades of the same color, so that's another option. And then I'm taking a purple tone and adding just a little bit to the little hearts that are a little garland the one penguin is holding, and then the heart on the envelope that the other penguin is holding. And then I've got more of that mother of pearl tone from the Fine Tech palette over the hearts and the little envelopes. And you're not going to see it very strongly. It's just going to be one of those things that you pick up when you shift the card in the light. You'll see a little bit of a flash of it. So it's just a little subtle tone you can add to give a little more pizzazz or pop to your card. And I tend to like to let my watercolor panels air dry, but I wanted to get this done, so I heat set this one. So that was dry. I've pulled it off the card base. I've run it through my Big Shot machine using an MFT Wonky Stitches die. And then I'm going to use a gold glitter paper for a matte. And I have run that through my die cut machine using a stitched rectangle die. And I've got some other die cuts there. The love is from Lawn Fawn, and that heart, you'll see what it looks like more in a minute, is from Sizzix. So I've got the watercolor panel there, and I've got some score tape along all four edges, and then some repositional adhesive in the middle. And that allows me to place it, and if I get it crooked or not quite right, then I can peel it back up without damaging anything. And then once I've got it positioned correctly, I can then lift up just the corner and peel off the backing paper to the score tape. So I just put some tiny little glue dots behind the heart, and then I have stick it on the back of my vellum piece. And those are both die cuts with a view, the foil paper and the printed vellum with the gold hearts on it. So that's some Tombow. This is mono multi, which means if you let it dry without adhering to anything, it becomes repositionable, so you can take it back off of things. If you put it down while it's wet and let it dry, then it becomes a full permanent adhesive. So I put the love on there, but then it kind of disappeared a little bit against that heart. So I peeled it back up real quick and I moved it over to the left a little. And that pretty much finishes up our card. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching and subscribing, commenting. I love interacting with you guys, seeing what you questions on or what you think. Just let me know, put in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help. And we will catch you guys on the next one. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.